my name is Shayla, and today I'm here to film my May TBR for you. Now, quickly, what I'm going to do is do a couple of cleaning house kind of things, and then we're going to move on to the actual TBR. So, firstly, my Panelathon TBR will be going up later in the month of May, just because I'm still curating my TBR, but it is coming, and a recommendation video is also coming that should be up next week. And secondly, what was the other thing? I don't remember, but oh, the second thing. In this TBR, I will not be talking about the manga that I plan on reading in the month because I'm definitely in a mood reading kind of thing with my manga. So I will be reading what I feel I want to read because I'm not feeling intimidated by my TBR at the moment. So I'm just going to kind of mood read as I feel when it comes to manga. So plus during the last week of the month with Panelathon, I'm sure I'll be reading a ton of it. So just know that manga will not be mentioned in this video, but that does not mean I won't be reading it. So this will just be the books that I'm planning on reading for the month. Now, first things first, I want to talk about the Tell It Again book club pick for the month of May, and that is Firebird by Mercedes Lackey. May is April's birthday month, and this is one of her favorite retellings, so we're going to be reading this month. This is, I just forgot what it's a retelling of.
You okay in there?
I think it's the Golden Bird and the Firebird. Something like that. I'll leave it in the description down below. But yes, I am excited for this story. It looks amazing, and I have read Mercedes Lackey's writing before, and I quite like her writing. So I'm really excited to be digging into this one. Yes, I'm fine, by the way. Now, the rest of this TBR was curated by my husband, Steve. For those of you who haven't met him, you can check out any of the recent live streams with him. He did not want to be on camera this time, so I'm not going to force him, but he did curate all of these. If I can get him to insert snarky comments in the video, I will, but I don't think he's...
No pants on.
He's saying he has no pants on, if you didn't hear that. But anyways, so that is what we're going to be doing. So let's see what he picked out for me. First off, I am continuing on in the Wheel of Time series because it is his favorite series. I am about 200 pages in to Lord of Chaos, which is book 6 in the Wheel of Time series. I am enjoying it as I read it. It is dense. My goal is to read 2 chapters a day until I finish, just because it is so dense. And I am actually really enjoying this now that I'm in it again. Each time I get into this series, I really enjoy it. But sometimes when I step away, I'm just like, man, those are long. I'm going to wait. I'm going to read some other stuff first. But every time I come back to it, I do end up enjoying it. I like the story of Rand and his adventure and everything else going on within the series. There's so much. There's so many characters to follow. It can be intimidating if you don't read a lot of high fantasy, but it is thoroughly enjoyable for me. Next we have You Are a Badass Every Day. I think he wants me to feel like a badass. What do you think? Anyways, this is the third book in Jen Sincero's Badass series, and this one just looks to be short little snippets of information and quotes and all that kind of good stuff. So I am really excited to be digging into another Jen Sincero book. As I said, I really enjoyed the other 2. I'm excited for this one, and I haven't read a nonfiction in a minute, so that'll be a nice change. Next, we have a book that he picked out for me tonight to celebrate 1K subscribers, and that is For the Killing of Kings by Howard Andrew Jones. Now, I knew nothing about this book, but as I read the description, it reminded me of Yona of the Dawn, and I was like, what is this book? How is this not in my life? How have I not heard about this? And I am so excited. This is the one he picked for me. But yes, anyways, so we're following this girl named Elenai, is how I want to say her name. And she's in this kingdom that's its peace is very dependent on this one sword. She gets wind that the sword is a fake and it's not the real sword. And she ends up like fleeing for her life, essentially. And she makes friends with a bowman, and they're kind of on the run, Yona of the Dawn style, and I'm kind of here for it. So I am really excited to see where this goes, and I'm pretty sure I'll be picking it up very, very, very soon. Next we have a big boy, because I know when Steve picks things for me, I gotta have at least one big one. And that is Time of the Dragons Volume 2. This is book 2 of the Age of the Dragon series, called Time of the Dragons, and it does include 2 books, actually. It is a bind-up, and so we've got the Indigo King and the Shadow Dragons, and this is a continuation. I don't know how to describe the original book, because I read it like 2 years ago. This has been sitting on my TBR for a long time, but I do remember that it's very easy to fall into, and it's good writing, and it's got dragons. And last but not least is another dragon book, and this is one that was actually saved from the Trash My TBR video, and that is Dragon Haven by Robin McKinley. I like Robin McKinley's writing a lot. I like dragons a lot, so I've decided to give this one a chance. This is one that I found at my local thrift store, and it's just been sitting on my shelf, and so I'm like, maybe I won't get around to it. It's not calling to me at the moment. And then some of you guys in the comments said, no, keep it, read it. So here we are. I am going to read Dragon Haven this month. Ugh. So friends, I know it's backwards to you, and I'm sorry, but these are my reading plans outside of manga and panelathon for the month of May. Let me know in the comments down below what you plan on reading in the month of May, and I will chat with you later. Bye!